So today I would talk about the effect of adultery on the family, especially on the faithful partner. The effect of adultery. So number one is it attacks their faith. It attacks your partner's faith. It makes them think that maybe God is not on their side. They did not pray enough. They're not righteous enough. Did they offend God? Why did God not stop you from committing the adultery? Why did God not kill the side chick? Why did God not appear to you in your dream? It just weakens their faith. It brings them to the place where they are not as passionate about God as before. It will take a lot of encouragement, a lot of support for that person to come back to the place where they're strong in faith. You should not be responsible. You should not be the person the enemy would use to attack your partner's faith. Number two, and I think this number two is just the saddest of them all. I can't say that one effect of adultery is worse than the other, but this one gets to me. I'm doing this series because recently I've had a few women reach out to me to complain about adultery in their marriages, and this particular effect is one that hits me the most when they're talking to me. Your partner loses their self confidence. There's a lot of doubt. They feel like maybe they are not good enough. Maybe they should have been more gentle. They should have been more active. Maybe it's their weight, it's the skin color. You want male children, you want female children. What are they doing wrong? There's just a lot of attack on their identity. Adultery does that to the faithful partner. It attacks your partner's identity, their strength, no matter how fantastic that person is in their business, in their academics, at their job. When adultery happens at home, it attacks their identity. I remember a particular doctor in one of the hospitals we use. For over a year, she was quite hostile. Like when you come into her office, she will snap at you and say what you have to say, or I'm busy. If you're explaining the symptoms, she doesn't show sympathy or empathy. She's just there like Then all of a sudden there was a sudden change. She became nice. I had a different experience with her. And then I asked around and they said that all the while she was being hostile, it was because she was having issues at home. Now I don't know the details of what happened in her marriage. But when her home was not settled, it reflected a lot at her job. Now, this is not an excuse to be nasty and bad at your job. I'm just saying that when adultery happens, especially to a woman, she wants to know, she's curious about the other woman, the side chick. What did she have that made you go out? Was it the looks? Was it the appearance? What exactly about her? And the truth is that nobody is perfect. Even the adulterer is not perfect. If they look at you very well, maybe your nose is not very straight, your leg is not very straight. Nobody is perfect. So you can't say, hey, yes, it's true. It's because she didn't have this. That's why I went out. No, there is no excuse for adultery. Number three is that it breaks your children. You break their joy. You steal their sense of security. You tell them that life can be unpredictable and I'm not here to provide security. I'm not here to defend you. You can no longer depend on me. You can no longer rely on me. I'm not reliable. So the children don't know whether that is still for them. Now, it's not even just about daddy that has gone out to date another woman. It's even about mommy also, because they can see that mommy is in pain. She's constantly angry. She's afraid. They can't depend on the two of you. And that frightens a child. So you put them in a place where they are scared and they feel like they need to protect themselves. And when children think they have to protect themselves, they don't make the best decisions. Number four is that even for you, it brings about prolonged feeling of guilt and shame. Because eventually when you come to that place of repentance, you will not be proud of what you did or what you're doing now. You won't be proud. I've seen a few men who repented from adultery. When they meet people who know about that drama, all that happened in that season, you can tell that they're trying to put up a strong front. They're trying not to allow the feeling of guilt and shame overwhelm them. And not every man actually has the strength to rise back. Some men, carry a weight on their shoulder for the rest of their lives, especially when their children, it happened when their children are old enough and not babies. It takes a lot. And then lastly is that you create an atmosphere where the enemy can attack your family. That's what you do. In that state where adultery has happened, the woman is afraid, she's unhappy, she's angry, the children are angry, they're scared. That kind of environment, anything can happen. You find children in that state sometimes go out and engage in premarital sex, drugs, they stay fearful. Some of them have low self-esteem because there's no stability at home. When you dip your hand into, when you begin to drink stolen waters, it's very sweet. Scripture says that stolen waters are sweet. What happens is that you are the one who drank the stolen water. It was sweet in your mouth, but your entire family is going to pay for it. They all are going to suffer the consequence. Adultery is never worth it. Adultery can't be the solution to that problem. You cannot drink poison to cure any sickness or disease. There are always other solutions that you can apply to every situation in your marriage, and we'll be talking about that tomorrow. If this video has blessed you, like, comment, and share. Thank you.